We are live. Hopefully y'all can hear me good. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the 10 Lines Podcast. I'm your boy Jelani Lion. This is episode 58. In this episode, we will be discussing Drake and Bobbi Althoff. Drake versus academics. Sophie Rain's ridiculous millions of dollars that she's raked in. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, possibly. And much more. So make sure you watch all the way into the end so you don't miss a single thing. Also subscribe, comment, like, and share. This is 10 Lines Podcast remote solo podcast. Trying to stack up on the episodes so we reach the hundreds and 200s and 300s and whatnot. But yeah, first topic, let's get into it, is Drake and Bobbi Althoff are back at it again. Let's get this clip up for y'all.
Welcome to a much more refined, poised, and pleasant podcast.
Pleasant? I don't know about that.
I know.
I think that was just a word
I'm trying to get you brand deals.
Oh, so you want me to be more pleasant?
No, I'm just saying.
That's not what I need to do.
I was trying to pitch.
Is
welcome
that what I need to get more brand deals, be more pleasant?
Hey now. Welcome to a much more scenic, serene, and solidarity.
What are you getting at?
Welcome to a much more scenic and serene and serious. It's not gonna be serious though.
Is it not? I think it is.
Welcome to a much more scenic, serene, sexy.
No, try it again. Run it back.
I liked it.
I don't like that one.
Welcome to a much more scenic, serene, equally sickening.
Okay, maybe I should just do it.
Okay, good.
Okay. Welcome to the first episode of my new podcast that no one asked for.
Not this again.
Gross, cringe. All right, let's get into it though. That was Drake and Bobbi Althoff officially announcing basically a part 2 to their highly discussed interview. I believe it was either last year or the year before, her very first like big interview. And now I guess they're gonna do a second one. And this is after Bobbi Althoff said that she was like quitting podcasting or had a whole funeral for her podcast and whatnot. So Not This Again is, I guess, her rebrand with Drake. I don't know. Let's read what the comments are saying about this. First comment says, I know y'all did it, but I can't prove it. I'm just going to keep going with that. We're just going to go on. Whoever did the color grading on the podcast needs a new job. Kind of besides the point. Someone said, why'd I think this was a pregnancy announcement? That would be crazy. Someone says, voice is attractive. I don't know. This is her.
Travis Kelce launches American Eagle collection.
Well, damn. Yeah, that clip is from her TikTok. So, damn, son. Can you pause your iPad? You want to say hi? You saying hi? Come on, let's talk about it. Let's get you up here. Ooh. Whoa. You say hi to the people? There's nobody in here right now. Oh. All right, so right now we're talking about Drake and Bobbi Althoff. So Drake has been going on these, like, not really interviews, but he hasn't been going, he will not go on a interview with Sway or interview with Funk Flex or interview with Joe Budden, but you'll see Drake go on streams with Aiden Ross, other white streamers, now Bobbi Althoff for a second interview or whatever bed sit down they have cooked up. It just fuels all rumors and allegations that Drake is not for the culture, but he uses the culture to his own, for his own ulterior motives and whatnot. I've been saying this nonstop that kudos to Bobbi, because obviously that's a good look for her. Unfortunately, Drake, it's not as a rapper, it's not a good look for you, especially with your recent L's that you have taken and whatnot. Yeah, but who knows? Maybe he's got a plan that is so calculated and thought out that it is too genius for any of us to understand. We'll definitely get on. I'll definitely be watching when he drops that joint with Bobbi Althoff. See whatever they're talking about. I'm sure there's nothing really eventful going to go on, but we'll see what happens. And he's doing all this goofy stuff before his album drops. Like his Iceman album is supposed to be dropping, if it does drop. But we never know. Hopefully we get Drake back. The Drake that we all know and love. Hopefully we get that type of Drake in the near future and whatnot. But with all these different antics and gimmicks that he's on, I don't see that in the near future. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about the Drake topic. All right, next topic we got is Drake versus Academics. I thought I would never see this in all my days, but it seems like Academics has switched sides on Drake. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Perfect segment. Perfect segue. I'm having trouble playing this video. Please refresh and try again. Boy! What's happening with the stream? All right, we were frozen for a second. All right, here we go. I think. Yeah, what is good with you? Bobby. Why is this not playing? If we did this start playing, that'd be great. Let's try this. This is nuts. Notification messages. All right, show me my stuff. Perfect. I almost don't want to press it again, but
Yo, Drake, I think you're not reading the room here. You just went through one of the most horrifying rap battles of life, and the entire premise was trying to show you're one of culture. You keep in contact with people who seemingly are not in hip hop. Honestly, I think it's a great business move. I just think it's bad timing. It's no way he doesn't own a part of this podcast or the company that owns this podcast or is giving this woman an opportunity. With all due respect, Bobbi Althoff is not a talented person. Without Drake walking her through the door, now not once but twice, she is not as effective. No one really wants to sit with her. She comes across as either condescending or absent-minded. She doesn't do great interviews. But you are doing what we've accused Jay of doing, giving someone a cultural key that maybe we don't think should even be a cultural visitor. So now you've told him they can live. I've spoken to many people about it. They're like, yo, no, Drake must be trying to fuck her. If Drake is doing this to try to fuck this chick, he's too horny. He has to own part of her podcast or the network that's publishing the podcast. Otherwise, nothing makes sense. And I hear the rumblings of people saying, no, Drake is just avoiding hip-hop press. Like, people are like, well, yeah, he ain't gonna do nothing with you, Maul, or nobody else. He's just avoiding y'all because he don't want to answer the questions. I don't think that's the case. I think he is gonna do that in due time. I will say the timing is still horrible. And reading the room is still not the thing that I've said about Drake, especially post-beef. He's done accurate. But I don't know if he thinks he needs to or cares to read it. Yo, Drake, I think...
Now, this is the first time I have ever seen or ever heard academics say something against Drake. Drake or academics has been a number one Drake, Drizzy, Goblin, Glazer, anything, all the above. But we're finally seeing academics speak out against Drake. And it's wild to see. I think possibly part of it has to be seeing Drake collab with not only Aiden Ross, not only another white streamer that I can't think of or I don't know the name of, but now to see him collab again for a second time with Bobbi Althoff, who, like academics said, seemingly has no talent or whatever, as at the same time Ak has been going to bat for Drake throughout the whole battle and after, just to not get no sit down, no any type of cosign or anything from Drake. And it's not like Drake is making good moves. Like academics is right to be salty, but he's also telling the truth. Like this doesn't make no sense. It doesn't look good. It's not smart. It seems like you can't read the room. Where are your real friends at that's telling you all these different moves you're making are smart and are good or make sense or whatever? But let's check out the comments. First comment said Ak slowly waking up. That's a fact. Like that is facts. It only took a year later to see Ak say something against Drake, but better late than never. Someone says she's Jewish and he's Jewish. He's looking out for his people. That is goofy as hell. That's goofy as hell because he's not just Jewish. He's black too, and he's seemingly not looking out for anybody black. You haven't seen Drake with Kai Cenat. Even though, like, I really think that the game with streamer shit is corny anyway, because you're supposed to be a rapper. You're supposed to be the top rapper, and you're like being in the bumping shoulders and collabing with all these streamers like you're like bless you that are in their 20s and you're about to be 40 and whatnot. So it's like you should Drake should, if he's gonna collab with anybody or sit down with anybody, he should sit down with a Joe Budden. He should sit down with a Sway or a Funk Flex or a Ebro or whoever. If you're really a rapper, like you took that rap beef real seriously, but then you're moving like you're not even a rapper, or it's like this next comment says Drake is a pop star, not a rapper. And that's what people say. And that's been a narrative that Drake has been up in and out of Drake's career, but it's obviously not true. Like he's not a Justin Bieber. Yes, he's a singer. Yes, he sings and whatnot. Yes, he makes different types of melodic songs, but Drake is a rapper. He just chooses. It seems like he just chooses when and when not to be one, and that's exactly what was said in Kendrick's beef. That was exactly what was said in Kendrick's diss tracks. Someone said, imagine glazing Drake for years just for XQC to meet him before you. That's the one white streamer that I clearly don't know, but I couldn't name XQC. But yeah, like him, Aiden Ross, Bobbi Althoff, like it's just, and who else is next? Like your show, like, and it's like Drake is no genius, but he's smart enough to know that like you're clearly playing like a white hand. Like you're clearly, for someone that was last year called out for using hip hop in the culture to your advantage or for your ulterior motives, you're literally showing that with these weird moves. Someone in the comments said hip hop is dying and Drake knows this. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's jumping ship. Maybe that's down. As sad as that sounds, maybe that's the truth. But yeah, like y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about this academics and Drake situation. I think there's another academics clip that he's talking against Drake. Oh yeah, it's a classic too. Hold on.
I realize Drake's a fraud because this nigga online is capping like he got a full head of hair, man. He got a Steve Harvey. What the hell? Drake got acting like he got braids, and 2 months ago he got a high top? This whole time, I'm thinking I'm growing my hair out. He ain't growing his hair out. We've been growing this shit since Certified Lover Boy. Look at the growth. I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, all to find out that Aubrey got a buzz cut. Oh, no. No, it hurts. It hurts. Chat, I cried when I seen this. Wait, my favorite rapper is painting his nails and wearing a wig? Oh, no. Not Drake. At one point, me and you gonna have to have this conversation. You got niggas trying to say you got an ab machine to do your abs. You paint your nails like, you know, some powder puff girls pink. And now you have on a braid wig. Come on now, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, dog. Come on, man. I realize Drake's a fraud because this nigga.
There you have it. Boy, you are right in my ear. I need you to not be in my ear. There you have it. Academics calling Drake a fraud. Like, I thought I would never see something like this. Ak is truly waking up, but I think there's more to it because Ak is saying things that are not new news, like saying him painting his nails and whatnot. He didn't just start doing that. He was doing that last year. He was probably doing that the year before. I think Ak has reached his boiling point with Drake, and Drake rocking with other people before Ak, when Ak has been the number one guy going to bat for him in and out of the beef. But yeah, I thought, could have swore Academics was such a diehard and such a fanboy of Drake that we would never see Academics go at Drake. Are you good, boy? You good? But yeah, let's check out these comments. Someone said, "Why is his camera never clear?" Yeah, he must be using either an Android or the front camera on an iPhone. Boy, I need you to give me some space. You got all this from. Someone said he grew his hair out because of Drake. Yikes. That's a fact. That's kind of crazy, bro. That's crazy. You definitely didn't need to say that. Here you go, boy. Someone else in the comments said that's y'all go. Someone said hell done froze over. Act changing up on Aubrey. That's a fact because if you know Act, you know he's one of Drake's biggest ride or dies. Someone said in the comments Kendrick was right about everything, and yeah, it's looking like that. It's looking like Kendrick was right about everything. Drake is proving Kendrick right about everything. And it is sad and shaky to see. It's a lot of nasty work going on right now between Drake suing UMG and requesting everything from Kendrick to him doing these interviews with Bobbi Althoff and Aiden Ross and XQC and whoever the case may be is. So now we've seen academics speaking out against Drake like we've never seen before. It is a lot of crazy, nasty work going on. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Online.
All right, so let's do one more. Let's do Travis and Taylor Swift.
Travis Kelce launches American Eagle collection after Taylor Swift engagement. Taylor, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, Taylor? How do you feel about being part of fucking Nazi propaganda? How do you feel about that? I would love to know. Are you going to write a song about it? Are you going to open your fucking mouth now, you fucking billionaire piece of fucking shit? Travis Kelce.
All right, so Travis Kelce launches American Eagle collection right after being engaged to Taylor Swift. Right after. Now they say, how do y'all feel about that? I mean, at this point, I'm not really too surprised about nothing for real. White people are gonna white people. But maybe we can get more in depth into it. Let's see real fast. Let's see. I'm probably not gonna be able to find it. There's that, and there's a girl who talks about it. Oh, this is it.
So let's get this straight. Taylor Swift announces an album on the New Heights podcast, which is highlighting the NFL. Within 24 hours, Travis Kelce is announced that he is on the GQ cover, of which he is cosplaying a Floridian red or something with idol Travis Kelce. It's back to his roots. Then they announce an engagement just, days later, which is a posed photo in the same background as Taylor Swift's Lover era, where you see Cornelia Street, with Travis Kelce, obviously. And they're both wearing head-to-toe Ralph Lauren, which is quintessentially like Americana brand. So it's giving this very we're sitting and getting married in the scene of the crime where I said, I love a London boy. References Stella McCartney, the whole spiel. Less than 24 hours after that is posted, Travis Kelce announces his partnership with American Eagle, which is interesting because it's American Eagle, another Americana brand, but also because of what American Eagle is under fire for right now with Sydney Sweeney. So the ad kind of does two things at once. It ties them to even furthering this Americana thing and also overshadowing the possible backlash from that ad. All of this coming right after a stint of their, MAGA tour, as some people are saying, and right before the new NFL season, which has been a thread of this whole relationship, right? Ralph Lauren, the NFL, watching sports, hockey, tennis, the whole chugging beer thing, tying in so high school. It's giving football, high school football, cheerleaders. It's extremely American. After we know that she just came off of getting rejected hugely by a couple of Brits in front of the world. But people still don't think that this is PR, and people still don't think that this is dangerous, right? So we have Sabrina Carpenter, who was pantomiming, mimicking about like 1930s, 40s ads that were glorifying women being abused for, the wink joke of it all. I'm going to be sarcastic later about it. We have Sydney Sweeney and everything she did. And now we have Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And I just feel like if you're not getting that they're pushing this narrative, this isn't an accident. Nothing is an accident. Study American marketing for like 2 seconds and find out that American marketing and propaganda and ads have literally catapulted wars, world wars, mind you. The country is quickly sliding into white supremacy, or back into white supremacy. And you think this is an accident? Now, I'm not saying that any of these people are like MAGA. I don't know about Sydney Sweeney, but the other ones, they're not MAGA, but they know what's selling, and they know what this government is going to promote, and they know what people want to see right now. They know what their fan bases want to see, and yes, their fan bases are primarily either MAGA or MAGA sympathizers. People or liberals who, they want to say it's not that bad. So no, I don't think they're MAGA, because I don't think they're anything. I think they're for themselves. They're billionaires. They're trying to make more money. That's all they care about. But if you don't think that this is orchestrated and they're not tools of white supremacy, then it worked. It worked on you. These ads and this whole marketing of all these people, it worked on you. Don't be sad. That's the point.
So let's get this straight.
Now she took a while. She took a while, but she cooked. She cooked in the end. Basically saying that Taylor Swift's and Travis Kelce, everything that they're kind of doing is done purposefully for their agenda to make themselves more wealthy. Like, it's not. She basically said that there was no. It's not a coincidence that they got right after they get engaged. Right after they get engaged, Travis Kelce announces his American Eagle collection or collaboration or whatever. But it is, I guess you could say, unfortunate, because obviously it shows that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce don't have the morals to deny or reject a collection with American Eagle after they're under so much fire for their Sydney Sweeney controversy and whatnot. Yeah, it is what it is. They're white, so it's like I'm not like too surprised.